Because she doesn't do that. It's as simple as that. She approaches every game with the same amount of focus and concentration.
Service over. 1 love.
For most of last year.
Wow, did you notice how far back she stood there, An Se-young, when she was receiving the serve?
Well, we have been looking at it from, I suppose, the other end of things, but what she must think of 22-year-old Riko Gunji.
Gunji is sort of the leader of the next batch of. I guess it's wrong to say she's the leader, but she was the first. She was the third world junior champion in women's singles. Japan had Okuhara and Yamaguchi, the two first. And Okuhara and Yamaguchi, not the tallest of athletes. She's a little bit taller than those two. I think she's 160. And yeah, sometimes it just takes a little bit extra time. Badminton-wise, I see her as only 20 because what happened after 2019, there was the pandemic, it was the 2 years.
You know, wherever you are watching around the world, all of us were, whatever job you may hold, whether it's in broadcasting or whether it's a 9 to 5,
Oi.
you wouldn't have been affected.
Very nice
plan. But then again, everybody has a plan. The face. Oh, beautiful touch from An.
left to right.
Well, the other thing An Se-young is very good at is adapting her game on the fly. Whether it's to the drift conditions or to her opponent, she has the ability to change what she's doing. But good to see her injury-free, just like her breakout year, which was 2023, where she was just steamrolling opposition.
Service over.
Backhand. Two young players on court right now. It's just An Se-young we've seen so much of in the last 2 years. She kind of plays above her years.
And that's an important point you're making there, June, because An Se-young, she could have played the World Juniors in 2019.
That's right.
But she didn't.
Well, hats off to Gunji for engaging in the rallies. She's certainly coming here with the right mindset. Oh,
What a deception.
yeah.
Riko Gunji, because she played a lot of international series tournaments or challenge tournaments last year.
Right.
Won 5 out of 8. And it gives you a lot of confidence. You get used to hearing the umpire say 20 match point and you're holding the shuttle in your hand.
Yeah, yeah. I can imagine.
Good shot.
It's really good to see her taking the fight to An Se-young, not settling back.
Good shot again.
Brilliant. Fantastic.
It's gone wide. You have to have on your shots, on your movements. Good shot.
Again,
Brilliant.
fantastic.
An Se-young from continuing her overhead attack. There was the short one.
There's that wonderful movement.
Oi, what a quickness in her attack.
Yeah.
That, some of the players are lacking a little bit, especially Yamaguchi, because I mean, it's just there's some limits when you don't have the reach.
Yeah, exactly what you're talking about. Once she was in fact dispatching some of those steep shots.
Oh, yeah,
Touch the
touched the
net.
net.
Service over.
Really been an issue so far. That was the first challenge. I was actually surprised she called that challenge because it looked in all the way. But she's definitely stayed away from this right side as we see it after those early misses. There was 3 misses on the right side. Gunji is trying to make a play into that side.
Wide again. And struck first, so to speak.
She's foiled the plans of An Se-young. That's the first step to getting
That's
a result.
good one. Last time she was fooled, not this time.
Again, it's just almost completely to that left side. The forehand side of Gunji.
That stays in. I think
By playing the world number 1, she's already got the attacking goods. Maybe she needs to learn that skill. But either way, at her age, her exposure.
she got in the bag of creative weapons. This guy's drop shot. Nice the way that she attacks that low serve. Super net play by An Se-young.
Behind it all, of course, this wonderful footwork from An Se-young. That's the World Championships in Paris as well. Add that title if she can to her growing list of titles.
This is team Riko Gunji.
She hasn't won. Oh, very nice.
Rally.
That's a very good rally. Stretched.
Oi, what a defense.
Wide, and it's 20. Good pressure from Riko. It's now coming.
The first couple of days, yeah, I agree.
So if she is now firing into the breeze, we might see something different from Riko.
An Se-young looks really, really solid.
Yeah, as always.
Good shot quality.
And now maybe she should have some trouble on, as she sees it, her left side. For us, it's her right side. It's our right side, her left side.
Riko Gunji score her own points because she can't rely on An Se-young making errors.
Yeah.
So she's got to make something happen herself, and that has been difficult as of late.
And that's just in a normal game. I said if she was being pushed by the likes of Chen Yufei, or then she can still move into a different gear, as we saw yesterday.
Boy, there was that one backhand deception again. Then
right.
you're obviously going to have a bigger chance of playing it wide. Wrong with sort of forcing. You can mentally force your opponent, or physically by sort of getting them tired, or feel they have to rush the attack in the rallies and so on. But it's just very nice if you can score some points.
Well, you have more control over your destiny and future. If
there was one with the help of the top opponent is also valuable. So that's the more patient approach to it. But that's a good one. Good defense by An Se-young.
Gunji's up to tempo, I've noticed. Trying to play much faster.
Yeah. And much more attacking.
Wow. Experience for Gunji. Everyone has to pay the piper at some point. And in badminton, everyone has to play the piper at some point. The piper is most definitely An Se-young. That's gone long.
On that cross smash.
Comparable to the old serve volley in tennis. She's used to such great extent. Tied it up at 6-all in the second game. And An Se-young should power on from here. Her 6th final of the year. 6th final, then she has turned into
dribble by Gunji, but the shot quality.
Light touch from Gunji. Again, she's getting stuck into the rallies. Certainly pushing An Se-young as much as she can.
Good play. No. The chance was not there. That's brilliant play.
To win points against the likes of An Se-young. Of course, if she masters those, brilliant.
Service
Reception.
over.
Yeah.
Did it again.
So 15-8, and Su Young closing in.
Service over.
Shot quality has just been impeccable last few rallies. She hasn't moved into strictly a second gear, but she's definitely maybe a half gear up against the newcomer on the HSBC BWF World Tour. Full TV coverage and all the fans in attendance. Go to some of the smaller tournaments.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's almost as if each of her arms has her own separate brain, trying to control where it needs to be. Actually, today it's the fresh ex-World Junior Champion of Riko Gunji. 2 points away from the final now, and
Oi, fantastic deception again.
brilliant. Just the hold at the end, the tiny little hold. That's very impressive coverage by Gunji. Oh.